The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and it is Sunday, and you know what that means? It's time for weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, United States Postal Service, FedEx, and of course that old outlaw Waylon Jennings. And what did I find down in Texas? As you guys know, I was in Texas this week, doing a little toy hunting, doing a little work as well. You guys know how that goes. But a big week down in Texas. Hopefully you guys checked out that video. More on that here in a second. And more on weekly purchases here in a second, as we did have an interesting week of weekly purchases, but I did pick up a Grail piece. One of the most important figures of all time, in my life at least, and should be yours too, but in my life, one of the most important figures of all time. I did pick up while down in Texas. Couldn't resist the urge anymore, had to pick it up, and you will see that here in this very episode of Weekly Purchase. But let's start about the week that was, and let's kick it off as we usually do with the Patreon. Gotta plug that. Your best way to support the channel, all the content, early access to videos like this, all the other videos on the channel. And of course, you do get a monthly Q&A, pizza reviews, dog stuff, you name it. A lot of stuff going on in the old Patreon. And best of all, you do support the channel. This month's giveaway is the John Cena Top Pick Super Mario John Cena, as I like to call it. This is the February giveaway, so get in there. You can check out the brand new Q&A edition we did from my hotel in Dallas. That's where we did that. But John Cena, the giveaway this month. New giveaway next month, and of course, next month is the anniversary of the channel, so I feel like we need to do some kind of a giveaway in correlation to that. Can we get to 30,000 subscribers by the end of March? I don't know if that's a possibility, but you never know. Stranger things have happened, but we'll see what happens in March and the anniversary of the channel here. But let's go through some of the videos that we did on the channel. A lot of stuff. Yes, I was traveling. I was gone all week. Still a ton of content for you guys every single day here on the channel, and even more, like I said, on the Patreon. But this week, we did a little He-Man Masters of the Universe. A little bit hard to get. The distribution's a little wild in the He-Man landscape right now. But we unboxed Roboto, and we unboxed Snake Armor Skeletor here on the channel. So check out those Masters of the Universe Origin unboxings if you're into that kind of stuff. We, of course, did our Tuesday Jakks Classic Superstar video every single Tuesday for, gosh, almost 3 years at this point. We've done a Tuesday Jakks Classic Superstar video. No different this week. We did do that. We unboxed the brand new Attitude Era Ring Kane figure. So we unboxed just the figure, the Ultimate Edition Kane. I will do a video eventually on that ring. I just got to move some stuff around, but we will do that on the channel, so stay tuned, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. And in honor of our good friend of the channel, Cody Rhodes, his march to WrestleMania, we did the top 5 Mattel Cody Rhodes figures so far. I will do a top 5 AEW as well, maybe even a Jakks, who knows. But we got some Cody content, some Rhodes content here on the channel on our Thursday countdowns for the foreseeable future. We unboxed the Rock Scorpion King Hollywood Mattel Elite figure on the channel. I guess a Canadian exclusive at this point. We also unboxed the Bloodline Basics. I had a bunch of basics, a Basics blowout, all the Bloodline unboxed there on the channel. Check that one out. We made some of those Basics Elites. Yes, we did. We also unboxed the Yellow-Green Dinosaur, Goldar, and Putty from Super 7 Ultimates, Series 1 Power Rangers. Much better than anticipated on that set. So I really did enjoy those figures. I did make the claim that if I was going to choose between them and Hasbro, for what I'm looking for, I'm going Super 7. But I could be different, but you guys, I know some of you guys agree with me, but check those videos out. We did a lot of DC. There's been a lot of DC programming on the channel lately. Sabak, hopefully I didn't offend him and pronounce his name wrong. We unboxed him, we unboxed Deadman, we unboxed Constantine, and we unboxed Necron. So 4 different figures from McFarlane Toys this week, even more on the Patreon, of course. We unboxed a lot of Action Force, still have a lot of Action Force videos on the Patreon, kind of doling those out here and there, but a lot of Action Force unboxings on the channel the last couple of months. We unboxed E.T., or as my Spanish friends call him, E.T. We unboxed the E.T. Ultimate on the channel this week, and then my dad joined us once again on the channel, as we did a little bit more monster unboxings from, of course, Universal Monsters. We unboxed the glow-in-the-dark Mummy, Wolfman, and Frankenstein, so check that one out. We do have a glow-in-the-dark creature from the Black Lagoon video that's been on Patreon for, I don't know, maybe 2 months now. That will go to traditional YouTube one of these days. But my dad, always fun when he visits the channel. Always like having him over. And then we technically did 2 figure hunts this week. If you guys checked out, I think it was last Saturday, I put the figure hunt figure hunt of my Kansas City trip out last Saturday. And then, of course, Friday was the big Dallas, Texas, my big Texas adventure. Check that one out. All kinds of crazy stuff going on in Texas this week, including a Hawaiian Bucky shirt that I picked up on the cheap. You guys know me. I love my Hawaiian t-shirts. I'm feeling summer. It was 90 degrees down there. I come back, it's below zero. That's kind of the way it goes. That's part of the course, I guess, Midwest in the wintertime. But I'm ready for the sun. I'm ready for the Jeep to get out. That is for sure. I'm sure all you guys in the Midwest are joining me in that sentiment. But there it is. That was the week that was on the channel. And we only got one round of weekly purchases this week. It's a little bit of the doldrums. But if you watched Toy News video yesterday here on the channel, you know we are going to get slapped in the face with a lot of stuff very, very soon. There's going to be overload of action figures. So I'm okay with a little bit of a break. But it was still an expensive week in a lot of ways. But you know how it goes. Like Rob Halford always says,
Up on the red, cross on the green, never take a ride in a stranger's machine, and always make sure you're burning on turbo power.
Exactly right. And you also know what Jerry Reed says.
We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
And that's exactly right. So that leads us in to weekly purchases. So let's dive in. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what all the fuss is about. And the first one we'll talk about here, before we get to that Grail piece I was talking about, let's talk about that Texas Rose, that Rose of Texas. If you saw that figure hunt, I said, if I can find a Rio, I'm going to have a traveling partner. And that's exactly what I did. I found a Rio, I bought her. And because my package or my luggage was so full, I had to unbox her at the airport. But I do got Rio. I did get another Rio, and this is going to be the traveling Rio. She's going to be the good luck Rio. I've told the story in the past when I was really starting my career, really moving up the ranks. I had a very, very important job interview, and I had to go in front of 9 different people, a big panel interview for about an hour and a half, and I was, studying like one does, and I brought a good luck Ultimate Warrior, and it brought me all the luck in the world. I landed the job, and the rest was history. Now Rio's going to take me to that next level. She's going to take me to that next level. I should start applying places, bring Rio with me. It writes itself. It really does. But Rio, my traveling Rio, my Texas Rose, she'll forever be known, coming home this week from Texas. So there you go. And Dallas, Texas fans, thank you guys. I took a Rio out of your collection there. I'm sure some of you guys at the Targets, I think it might have even been Grapevine, Texas Target I got this. No, I think Denton, home of the Von Erichs, and of course we know all about the Von Erichs.
For pizza out, it's pizza in. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Their pizza. What more can you say? They love their pizza. They sure do. But let's keep on going. I did get another Lucy this week. How about a little Stardust? A little Cody Rhodes Stardust. We do know we got, is it Elite 103, a new Stardust coming, but this is an older basic. Pick this up on the cheap, because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? There you go. Shout out to old Cody Rhodes. I did get this through the mail this week. It was the Usagi Yojimbo, number 530 of 989. I don't know why they didn't make it 1,000, but this is kind of the artist Usagi Yojimbo. I believe this is coming to the Haulathon shortly. I'm not really sure why I bought this, really. Now that I think about this, maybe it was a little bit of a FOMO thing. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if I'm going to unbox this either. The black and white is a really cool idea. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I'm a completionist on the Turtle line, as you guys know, so I felt I had to have it. But I'm just kind of torn. I might just leave it in the box, put it away for a rainy day. We'll see what happens. But Usagi Yojimbo through the door this week. How about a little Big E Top Picks? I got this for $4. Yes, $4 on clearance. I said, I'll get this one. Now I just need to find the Kofi to match this one. We'll do that on the channel one day, but I'll be on the hunt for the Kofi. But I got Big E for $4. I said, I couldn't turn that down. So there we are. How about a little He-Man this week? Princess of Power. Got the old Shadow Weaver, one of the brand new Masterverse figures. Very cool, very spooky. Got her this week. And then, of course, one I'm very excited to get out of the pack. We'll unbox him on the channel. It is Manny Faces. Very, very cool. One of the all-time greats in the He-Man line when I was a kid. Very excited to have that in figure form in the brand new style here in 2023. So we did get that this week. How about this one? 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yes, I've never seen the movie, but I do love a hairy bipedal creature. And this is the Moon Watcher. And like I said, I haven't seen the movie, but it looks like a little mini Bigfoot is what it looks like here. It looks like a Chaka from Land of the Lost, something like that. So it was on clearance, as I always say, and I post a lot on social media. Follow me at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. Social media, follow me. Follow me on YouTube, too. But while we're at it, why wouldn't you? But the Moonwatcher went on clearance for like $38 at Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. You get free shipping. It writes itself, really. So I do like to post some of those deals out every once in a while. I'm not just plugging them out there. I'm taking advantage of them for myself. Had to save 10%. And I said, you know, I was playing the long game on this one. Had to pick this one up. So very excited to get the Moonwatcher. We might unbox this on the channel. I won't be able to talk a lot about the movie, but I'll be able to talk about hairy bipedal creatures. Oh boy, there's stories with that. There's stories with that. So more to come. Here's what we call Kyle makes a mistake, and my mistake will be your guys' gain, I think is what we're going to do here. But I did get the Demolition Gremlin 2-pack. So you guys saw my figure hunt a couple of weeks ago. I saw the brand new Tattooed Gremlin 2-pack. And at my toy store, my local toy store, I said, oh man, I forgot that was coming out. So then I immediately go to Entertainment Earth, search Gremlins, see this 2-pack, I immediately ordered it. In my brain, I wasn't paying close enough attention. I'm not exactly sure what I was doing. But this obviously is a pack we already unboxed on the channel, already had this one. So I didn't get the tattooed one, and now they don't have the tattooed one coming out till March. So a big mistake on my part here, but we are going to do some giveaways in March. I don't know if this will be the anniversary of the channel giveaway or if this will be a Patreon giveaway, but I think I'll give this away on the channel. So stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, all that kind of stuff, as I do have 2 of these. Don't really need 2 of this one, and I guess the hunt continues for the tattooed one. I'll wait for Entertainment Earth to get that in stock so I can save 10%, as these are like an expensive pack. They're like $60, $70 a pack here, so you got to get a deal where you can, folks. That's what you got to do, but big mistake on my part. Doesn't happen very often, but it does happen from time to time. And some might say this was a big mistake, segueing here. The brand new black singlet Andre the Giant. By the time this video drops, I've already unboxed this on the channel. But I gotta say, I know a lot of people, and I haven't seen comments because it's dropping after I film this video, so later on tonight, on Friday, it'll be dropping to YouTube. I'm sure there's going to be people just killing this one, saying it's terrible, it's horrible, it's ugly, all this stuff. But there is improvements over the yellow one. You got to take that step back. You're not just going to throw it totally under the bus. Yes, there's a lot of things that needed improved on this one, but it still was better than the yellow one, and I talk about that in that video. So you got to be a little bit subjective. You got to be a little bit nice here. But yes, it's not the greatest. Is it going to be a top 10 Andre the Giant figure? Probably not. But it does have some cool things, like the packaging especially is really nice on these. But check out that review on the channel. Very controversial, and of course, when we do our worst figures of the year, I'm pretty sure that yellow Andre will probably make the list. Not sure if the black one will, though. We'll see. Stay tuned to all that kind of fun stuff. Well, the hits keep on coming. I did get a little box in the mail here, and I was a little surprised. I said, what is this? I don't remember ordering something small. Well, it is apparently the replacement head for the Mondo She-Ra figure. And it's been so long since I unboxed it, been so long since I heard they were sending this, I can't even remember what the issue was. But very cool about Mondo, and it should be. They're very expensive figures, as you do know. But I got a new She-Ra replacement head in the mail, free of charge from Mondo. So kudos to Mondo for making things right when they're customer service, especially if you're making a figure that expensive, you expect them not to have issues. They corrected it, so kudos to them once again. So I got that through the door this week as well. I also got MOC Masters. We talk about it a lot. You guys always reach out in the comments and stuff. Where do you get your He-Man protective shields? So these do work for the WWE Superstars, Masters, WWE Universe, of course, Masters Universe Origins. They're protective cases. MOC Masters. I got a whole stack of them. I always buy in bulk because guess what? You got to get a deal. You save money if you do that. I collect a lot of lines that use these, so I needed a replacement. So I did order these this week, and they came very fast my way, so I was happy to get those. And then I also got some more McFarlane. I talked about it in the toy news yesterday. I've bought a lot of McFarlane toys lately, and I'm not a DC, big DC guy, as you guys know. I steer more towards Marvel, but they're playing a lot of hits over there at McFarlane. I love the Spawn stuff, and I do dabble in the DC, and I dabbled again this week. I did pick this up at Entertainment Earth, something like $6. I got it with the Moonwatcher, but it was 10% off, $6. I said, Lex Luthor, Power Suit, why not? $6 and change, I can do that. So I picked up this Lex Luthor because, like I said, why not? But then I also picked up from the McFarlane Toy Store this week. They had a sale for the whole set for $89, and then I had a 10% off code that I used to get these. But I did get the brand new Batman Trilogy Wave. Of course, that has Two-Face, looking really, really good there. Gotta have Batman. You got a Batman Trilogy, you gotta have Batman. So we got Batman. Of course, you can't forget good old Scarecrow. There he is. And then the final piece, and really the main event of this set, the one I was looking forward to the most, is the Joker. And one thing that's cool about this is that big old pile of money to the side. I could see a ton of figure photographers picking this up just for the money alone. You put this with your Cameron Grimes figure, your $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, your Scrooge McDuck figure. There's a lot of ways you can go with this money. So I love this accessory here. Very, very useful, very, very cool, and very cool to get this set. Probably unbox these in 2 different videos, doing 2 figures, then doing 2 in the other, and building the Build-A-Figure Bane. But an interesting set from the old DC McFarlane crew here. And like I said, we've unboxed a lot of DC on the channel as of late, so check out those videos if you missed them. Looking around, that looks like it's going to be it for weekly purchases, except the big one I picked up, and I did go to the Dallas Vintage Toy Store. Dallas Vintage Toys. Hopefully, if you guys are in the area, you check them out. They have the huge Castle Grayskull in there that leads to a crazy room of mint-on-card Hasbros, Star Wars, G.I. Joe. Just a very, very fun place. I got a little bit of that VIP tour. I got to go back to see how the sausage was made. I got to see some of the offices, some of the super, super high-end Grail pieces, and some of the products they have in the back. So, an awesome time. Got to thank Ryan. Give a little shout-out to Ryan over there for giving me the VIP tour, helping me out there, and showing me around. So very, very fun. Happy I got to stop. I'll be probably in Dallas in the next 4 months or so. I'll swing back again, as they do got a lot of stuff. And I said, I need to pick up something here. I need to buy something. Had to make a rule that if I'm going to a cool spot like this, I got to find something. But I had to say, okay, I only have so much luggage space. I've got to get a deal. I'm not checking a bag. So I said, hey, do you have this? And they said they didn't. But then we went to the back and we pieced one together. They found it. You wouldn't believe the inventory they have in the back there. Very, very cool. Like I said, but what did I end up picking up? What did I get a deal on? What did I make my collection whole with? Well, it is the true leader of G.I. Joe and the known leader of Tiger Force. It is my boy Flint, the original Flint figure from G.I. Joe all the way back in the 80s. One of, if not my most played with toy as a child. As you guys know, Flint is my all-time favorite G.I. Joe character. Love Flint. Loved this toy as a kid. I played with it so much, the O-ring broke on it. And then when the O-ring broke, we went to the store, and guess what? A thing called Tiger Force came out. And then that Tiger Force Flint took over the reins for this Flint when I wore this one out. So very happy to have this Flint figure back in my collection. I can't believe it took me this long to get this Flint. I don't know what I was waiting for. I'm not going down the road of all the G.I. Joe figures I had as a kid. Or am I? Or am I? No, I can't. There's no room for all that, and I can't afford it. Too much. But I said I needed Flint represented in my collection. I'm going to put him in a nice little case. I'm going to stick him on my desk at work, and I'm going to look at my old buddy Flint. Absolutely loved having this one. I might even look at if I can find a deal on a mint-on-card original Flint as well down the line. We'll see. That and a mint-on-card LJN Ultimate Warrior would just be the ultimate 2 Grail pieces in my collection probably at the end of the day. But the price point, not so much, not so much. But very happy to get this. Thank you to Dallas Vintage Toys for helping me out with this one as well. A fun place to stop. I do recommend it, like I do say. So there it is. That is weekly purchases. Like I said, not a ton of stuff this week. Next week could be very dangerous. We'll see how this haul-a-thon from Target nets out. There's like $800 in turtle stuff being released next week. I don't know what's going to happen with this. This is Turtle Anxiety. Pick up the t-shirt, ProWrestlingTees.com. Turtle Anxiety is for this. I'm going to wear that shirt out on the hunt all week this week because it's just going to be absolute insanity in the turtle hunting days. So there you go. But it should be an interesting week on the hunt this week. Not a lot of stuff I'm looking for, but that's okay. We need a wallet break. We all need wallet breaks from time to time. That is for sure. But what did you guys pick up this week? Find anything good out there on the hunt? Get anything good online? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far, you might as well like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. Don't forget about the Patreon for all the other stuff, all access, early access to all the videos, Q&As, giveaways, pizza reviews, you name it. There's a lot going on, including a new monthly Q&A that we just did out of my Dallas hotel room when I was traveling this week. Check out the Patreon. Best way to support the channel, as I always say. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Pick up a t-shirt. And then don't forget to follow along on social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Flint and all the other figures this week, you know what I'm doing. I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way into another work week. And I'll see you guys all real soon.